Great, thank you very much. I hope you were able to meet some new friends and you have exchanged visiting cards as well. So we'll formally begin and we'll do that by inviting Mr. Pervez Abbasi, who is also a startup founder called Teamup, to tell us about the Teamup Angels and Teamup in general. So over to Pervez sir. Thank you very much, sir. So can we please give him a round of applause?
Thank you very much, Frank.
Right.
Hello, thank you very much. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, and thank you very much, Ibrahim, and a very warm welcome to all of our guests today, the startup founders, our angels, and our observers as well. This is in line with the monthly series of Teamup Angel events that we have. The purpose of this event is to bring together a community of people, both from the startup ecosystem, from the startup founders themselves who are looking for investment, as well as angels who are looking for great startups to invest in. And often, you know, when we talk to these different community members, they say to us कि यार कोई investor नहीं मिलता. डील ऐसे ही है ना, अक्सर आपसे यही सुनता हूँ कि कोई investor नहीं मिलता. और जब हम investor से बैठ के बात करते हैं तो कहते हैं यार we never be able to find any good startups. Where are the good startups? So the intention was to bring people together and for them to decide who is a good angel and who is a good founder. And I think that through these experiences and the community effort, we've managed to create not only a name and a platform, but also a number of investments have been realized as a result of this platform. Now, many people in the corporate world are asked often, okay, what is an angel investor? What is the benefit of an angel investor? So I've been tasked with trying to find out and share with you what is an angel investor. And typically in Pakistan, we find that angel investors are people who are investing their own money. These are typically corporate executives, CX people, people who have been working for telcos or banks, people who have a monthly income of 1.5, 2 million rupees a month and have been earning that money for the last 5 or 10 years. Unhone ghar bhi le liye hain, gaadiyan bhi le liye hain, and so on and so forth. And now they're looking for investing opportunities. And the beauty of these investors is not only they bring money with them, anywhere from $5,000 to $50,000, and in some cases, a couple of $100,000 as initial angel investment, but they also bring their own knowledge, their expertise, whether they are marketing people, whether they are IT people, whether they're accounting, or whether they are legal. They bring that knowledge. And the last thing that they bring is their network as well. So for example, as a startup, if you have difficulty getting doors open for you in FMCG or in any other industry, these angels would have the necessary connections to help you and facilitate you. And because now they have a vested interest, they will be able to make more of an effort because they have a vested interest. So we've seen those experiences, and today is an extension of that. I would also say that from a startup founder perspective, I wanted to, first of all, congratulate the team that put this Teamup Angels event. I know Farosh and some of the team members have been working day and night to put this together. So a round of applause for all of those people who put it together. Thank you very much. In addition to that, I would also want to say a very special thank you to our startup founders and angels, of course, who are here. And to those startup founders, that it's not about securing money today. It's about creating the interest in the angels so that they would have subsequent meetings with you. I don't think that anybody's going to write a check to you today. But what will happen is you will be able to have subsequent meetings, maybe later this week, maybe early next week. And those meetings ultimately over the course of a couple of more weeks and maybe a few months will result in angel investment. And the idea being is that this angel investment would help you to build your MVP, to help you build your product, and then take it to the next level where we are already seeing and experiencing in Pakistan, venture capital funds are coming in to the tunes of tens of millions and even hundreds of millions of dollars now in Pakistan. But to get there, you need to have at least some traction. You need to have some sort of an MVP. You need to have some sort of a customer base, etc. And this angel funding would at least help you to get to that stage. So at the end, for the founders, please do not be dismayed. Do not be hurt, because many VCs, many angels have missed opportunities. And I can tell you from many examples, those people who were approached by Mudassir Sheikha, for example, for Kareem, they rejected him. Many people rejected Walt Disney. Many people rejected, Alibaba. But eventually, those are the people who lost that opportunity. So to our angels, I would say, take this opportunity. It doesn't have to be a significant investment, even if it's a small investment. And that could be an investment of time. I would encourage you to take this opportunity and then continue the relationship in the coming days, in the coming weeks with those startup founders. Our team is here to help you if you need any else support. And I wish you all the very best. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor. Thank you. So now I would like to invite Head of Strategy and Program, Ms. Zishan bin Shahid, who would come and tell us about angels investment in Pakistan. So if you guys please join us and give us a huge round of applause to Zishan, who is the Head of Business and Strategy at the National Incubation Center. Zishan, there you.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Zishan and I had the program over here. So Parvez ne briefly explained kiya hai what angel investment is like. So I'm gonna go more into details of how you can become an angel investor. What do you need to look at, and what are the traits in a founder that you need to look at to invest. So if I've made a couple of slides. If you can shine, can we turn those on? So Parvez ने जैसे बताया कि if you're earning this X amount of money and गाड़ी भी ले ली है और घर भी ले लिया है, and then there's a lot of leftover money that you're looking to spend. So what we're going to, can we put this on the slideshow maybe? Yeah, so I can. So how you can use make the best use of that money by investing in founders, what's going to be, and most importantly, what's going to be the impact on nation's economy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so this is an angel investor. I don't know how many of you can read that from here, but it's an individual investing in personal capacity, typically very small amounts, into early, or as we call them, seed stage or pre-seed stage startups. So many of you who are not familiar with this concept already must be wondering what's the difference between a venture capital or an angel investor, for that matter. So उसमें कुछ difference जो है जो angel investor, as I mentioned, are wealthy individuals, of course, with a lot of spare money to invest. But a venture capitalist is basically an investment firm who's using, who's making this, building this portfolio from investment from other people's money. Then when it comes to ability to invest in capital, of course, angel investor has lesser of appetite, and venture capitalist with a lot of money has more appetite. Time of investment, this is a very important factor. Angel investors typically invest in a business during an early stage, as I mentioned previously, but a VC would be looking at a company which already has got some traction and it's a later stage company. So this is the point that I was really trying to make, that our entrepreneurial ecosystems cannot thrive without angel investors. VCs are important, but angel investors invest at a point where the companies are very early stage and where they need some cash injection or funds. And of course, the expertise that those angel investors bring from their experiences into the mix. So that's very important. Just to give you a brief overview how angel investments have helped in economies of other countries to thrive. So more than 90% of early stage investments in Europe in 2019 came from angel investor capital. The angel investor market size is more than 10 billion euros in Europe, and it's more than $26 billion in US and Canada combined. The total size of world's early stage investment market is expected to exceed $50 billion by the end of 2022. Similarly, the $50 billion market for angel investment is promising in terms of 150 billion exit in the next 5 to 7 years. Exit is where angel investors make a lot of money. Similarly, OECD, which is the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, show that more than 96% of world's economy is driven by SMEs, entrepreneurs, and startups. So if we want to drive our nation's economy forward, it's very important to invest in these startups, not only the money, but the intellectual capital that these angels bring with their expertise. Many governments in the world now are realizing the importance of building the angel networks, and in many countries, a lot of tax incentives are being given to these investors. So why become an angel investor? Financial returns, of course. How financial returns come through, that I'll explain later. But of course, it's a very important part. It's also to get a chance to work with entrepreneurial companies, to give back to the community, to be able to apply your experience and expertise, and to spend time with entrepreneurs who are the smartest, most talented, focused, and ambitious people in society as they're building something new. Similarly, room to incorporate tried and tested ideas in Pakistani market with localization. So how can you make a return on your investment? How an angel can make a return on their investment? So it's not a typical ROI. So chances are that most of the companies, so you invest in 20 companies, and some will give you return and some will not give you return. So it's generally a 10 years commitment, right? So you have to, once you decide to enter into this, please make your mind that it's a 10 years commitment, right? Maybe 50% for 50% of the companies that you invest will fail completely. 20% may just return the original investment. 9% will return 10x of the size of investment that you made, and 1% will return less than 20%. Or maybe it's, if you invest in one company, that alone will return 20%, and you may not have to invest in other 19 companies, right? But that's, again, it's a game of probability based on the historical data evidence that we have. But yes, it has to be a 10 years commitment with a diverse portfolio. How does this angel networking work? So we begin with sourcing and identifying high potential opportunities, which is something that we're doing over here today. Then once we find something of our interest, we start evaluating those entrepreneurs. Then when it goes through, we start negotiating, of course, a win-win relationship with all those entrepreneurs. And then if everything goes as per plan, we then close the deal with them. So I've just been given a cue that we're going over time. So I'm just gonna briefly go through the traits that we need to look at while we're investing in different startups. So execution track record, commitment to venture is very important, and long-term vision, domain expertise, and integrity and passion. These are some of the most important traits that we need to look into. So why Teamup Angel Networking Events? It's Pakistan's first exclusive online trusted community for angel and startups. It's founded by Pervez Abbasi and Zuhair Khalik, who are themselves unicorn founders. And it's a platform which provides investor and founders both expertise and knowledge. Some of our impact over the past few angel invests that we've held so far. So we've, have built an investor community of 180 plus and a startup community of 640 plus over this time period. Yeah, so that's a bit about how does this angel investor investment work. And if you have any questions, I'm around. But right now, I've been given a cue to leave the stage. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Zishan. Thank you. Atif, are you here? Cool. So our first startup here to pitch is Blink. Over to Atif Sayed Ahmed from Blink. Atif, you will have 5 minutes in total. 3 minutes for the pitch, and then couple of minutes for the question answers or anything to wrap it off. I'll do this at 2:30, and then you have 60 seconds to wrap your pitch, right? Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, and your time starts now.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Atif, the founder of Blink, the marketplace for mobility and transportation. We've been in operation for last 11 months now, growing at 31% compounded weekly. By the end of the year, we will expect our ARR to exceed $1 million. Since November last year, we've been growing, we have grown 6,000%, 7 consecutive months of above 50% growth month on month. Sorry. We call ourselves Amazon of mobility and transportation, an integrated platform to address price inefficiencies in transportation and mobility sector. But when I say Amazon, I mean we are a marketplace. We are a pure SaaS play. We don't influence market. On the other side, we empower the suppliers of the services to regulate the pricing and at the same time we will provide comparing shopping option for the consumers, and that's exactly what we mean by Amazon's deregulated pricing model, which invokes market forces of competition to converge prices towards the mean. We believe that there's a disconnect between supply and demand, because of which there's idle capacity sitting in the market, and which induces passing fat in mobility transactions. And that is the mystery that everybody is trying to solve. Whereas our data shows that we have been able to crack this code, and our deregulated pricing model is the key to the mystery. Because the main reason behind it is the price is not static, is dynamic in the function of time. What happens in this battle of technology, the biggest loser is the existing player of the market, which bulk of them are SMEs, but they don't have the means to tackle or handle technology or invest in technology. Whereas they are losing their market share to technology players backed by VC money. And that's where Blink comes into the picture, providing them all the tools to fine-tune their margins and protect the market share. And by the very different definition of it, there would always be one person, because of the price fragmentation, there will always be one person cheaper than the crowd, making Blink the least cost supplier of the services. Our addressable universe is quite wide, from the lower dollar per transaction to the higher dollar per transaction. And within the structure of Blink, the multi-verticals, multiple revenue sources will make the investor risk go down by quarter. It is backed by the A team of achievers. And our unit economics show that we may be the only sustainable mobility models in the world today. We are raising 5 million seed round, and in 3 tranches, first of which is 1 million, 50% of which has already been committed, and leaving you with some feedback from the market as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Atif. So a couple of announcements. First of all, startups would come and pitch for 3.5 minutes. And then we have some break during the session. And of course, after the event where you can meet with the angel investors and have a discussion, you can use these focus rooms as well, wherever you feel comfortable. And all the angels who wants to explore possibility with the startups, I mean, you would know them. And the startup founders who wants to meet some of the angels, please feel free to, grab a cup of coffee or tea and have a discussion with them. The next one is Bilal Anwar Sheikh from Latest Kitchens. He has joined us virtually from Lahore. So Bilal, do we have you? Is he online? Yeah, cool.
Yes, I'm here. I just wanted to check if everyone can hear me.
Okay, Bilal, so it's easy for us to check time on you because if you will mute you right at 4 minutes. Are you ready?
Yes, I am. We can hear me, right?
Cool. Great. Yes, we can hear you. All the very best, and your time starts now.
Great. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I'm Bilal, founder and CEO of Lettuce Kitchens, and I'm joined by my co-founder and product owner, Teamup Rizwan. Over the last 10 months, we've been grilled, baked, roasted, while trying to operate 7 different virtual brands across 2 dark kitchens in Islamabad and Rawalpindi. And while doing so, we recognize that there are a multitude of challenges while trying to operate a food business. Everything from infrastructure to technology to operational expertise, everything is very fragmented, which is why we also believe that 80% of restaurants fail in their first 2 years because of this very fragmentation. But despite all of these challenges, we did manage to make some notable progress. Most recently, we achieved $40,000 in monthly GMV and 32% in customer retention on a month-to-month basis. But as we look forward and try to think about the future of food that we want to build, we believe that the opportunity is so big that operating on our current model isn't going to get us there as fast as we want to. So we are going to shift our model, and I'll go through that in just a bit. I'll give you a glimpse of the opportunity at hand. Around 10% of the online food delivery market in Pakistan has been acquired till date. 90% is still pending. And we believe a major reason for that low figure is because less than 1% of well-known restaurant brands are found beyond Karachi, Lahore, and Islamabad. We believe that there is a massive shortage of good, decent online food options across the country, which we believe is fundamental to an online experience for an economy that is being digitized. So here's how we're going forward. We are moving away from operating our own virtual brands, building our own kitchen, to building something called a digital franchise operating system, which we like to term in short as LCOS. We want to remove the guesswork behind operating multiple virtual brands in a dark kitchen. So here's how it works. We want to become the food entrepreneur's best friend when it comes to operating a multi-brand operation in a dark kitchen environment. We believe that's the fastest way to address the opportunity we've just outlined. If a food entrepreneur tries to get these things done on his own today, you can see over here the massive number of things that he has to get done on his own. And all of these challenges are very difficult to overcome. If you go to a brand that is a traditional franchise, they might offer you some support, but a lot of it still misses out. But for just 10% of sales, we are going to help entrepreneurs launch and operate lettuce brands in their dark kitchens for just 10% of sales and operate and provide them market research, recipe R&D, all the way to marketing support and tech stack integrations. Our essential goal is to try and help any food entrepreneur across Pakistan to use LCOS and launch virtual brands in a dark kitchen model without Lettuce Kitchens actually having to be physically present in any city. We believe that that's the fastest way to address this opportunity. Between myself and Timur, we're both Carnegie Mellon graduates, having spent 8 years in Qatar, 4 of which were spent on my end at Kareem, and from Timur's end, building an online therapy platform. And both of us, between ourselves, have also made some incredibly good pasta as well as great tasting burgers. So we're very well versed in the sense of having that culinary passion, bringing the right set of experience, and trying to realize this opportunity. We're raising $300,000 at a 2.2 post-money valuation, 60% of which will be spent on product development as well as growth in marketing. And we invite investors who are excited about building this future of food with us, and in the process, creating millions of economic opportunities across the country. Thank you so much.
इसके लिए clap.
So, thank you very much, Bilal, and all the angel investors. You have a booklet with you. You can see, if you don't have it, some of them are on the table. You can take it from there. And you can also take the briefs of the startups and some introduction of those startups from those booklets as well. Thank you very much. The next up we have is Sabi, Muhammad Faisal, Muhammad Hamza, all the very best, Hamza. Let me give you a mic. There you go. All the best.
May I have a clicker also?
Yes, you can. Now you ready? I think you just need, no.
Thank you, Chess.
Yeah, there you go.
Hi everyone, I'm Hamza, and financial institutions don't have access to the data they need to make decisions for the majority of the Pakistani population, right? So there's about 13% credit bureau coverage in Pakistan, abysmal credit card coverage. And we've all been through this, right? We've all had rejected loans, rejected credit card applications. The data seemingly just isn't there. This is what the flow looks like for a typical customer. Right? They come in, they go through some kind of identity check, they go through some kind of sanction screening, and then the credit check fails, right? And now the customer has two options. Number one, you walk away. Number two, you provide the reams of paper it takes to prove who you are, what you do, and where you do it. Now, this is lost opportunity, both for the customer as well as for the financial institution, because they're missing out on good customers. This is the problem that Sabi solves. Sabi unlocks existing income and employment data so that financial institutions can make the decisions they need to make. What does that mean? So when your credit check fails, Sabi steps in and connects your real-time income and employment data so the financial institution then has the data they need to make the decision. Now, how do we do that? Very simply, we're connecting to verified data across digital platforms, be it e-merchants, gig economy workers, digital ledgers, or employment data. We collect all this and serve it as a normalized API to financial institutions. No data storage, no data warehousing, real-time data. This is what the world looks like for a Sabi customer, right? So you come onto a financial institution website or app, and there, through the Sabi SDK, you have the ability to connect a platform account. So you can connect to, say, for example, log into your Kareem ID. And then Sabi steps in and real time pulls that data from the Kareem database and serves it to the financial institutions. The financial institution has fresh data to make decisions. Now, our business model is primarily API call based. So we charge per API, but we have an additional feature where you can subscribe to a record for the duration of the lending process. We're working with some of the largest digital native companies in Pakistan, and we have letters of interest from most of them, and we're agreeing commercial terms with some of them at the moment. Now, we believe this is a massive opportunity, both across the Middle East, North Africa, and Southeast Asia, both for insurance companies, lending companies, as well as for employers and recruiters. Now, what we intend on doing is capturing about 100% of Pakistan's income and earning records by 2025, while expanding across Middle East, North Africa, and Southeast Asia. We think this is a massive opportunity. And you don't just have to listen to us, right? Incomes and earnings API have been a massive land grab for the last 2 to 3 years, with big rounds in the last 108 days. With the inklings of something in Southeast Asia, we want to dominate the Middle East, North Africa, and South Asian market. So why are we the right people to do this? Because in a previous life, we were a machine learning boutique services company that has integrated with most of these companies anyway, right? We know how their systems work. We know how to get that data out. Also, additionally, we launched the Sabi KYC API in October 2021. Some of the people here are using it. And what we're trying to do is raise about $1 million as a safe. Most of this would go to the engineering team because what we know and what we believe is that the data sells itself. All we have to do is unlock it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Right on time. Thank you. So the next one we have is Alpha B, Amit Shehzad. Can we please give some round of applause for all the startups who come on the stage, or even those who pitch it on via Zoom? I think they'll get some confidence out of it, sir. Ready? So 3, 2, 1, and your time starts now.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Amir Shahzad. I'm basically civil engineer turned tech entrepreneur. I have more than 20-year international experience. there are 10 major cities of Pakistan whose population is 1 million or above. So all these major cities are of primary interest of government and private sectors. But there are 65 cities whose population is from 100,000 to 1 million, and with each having huge potential, but they are ignored by both private and government sectors. So when we thought about Alpha B, we decided to target these cities so that people can access such facilities and amenities which are not available at the moment with them. So people in not only in these cities, everywhere, I mean, they're having their busy schedule, working couples, families with kids, minors and parents. They are facing difficulties to bring their daily needs on their doorstep. And Alpha B is providing a single platform where they can order all their household needs at a few clicks away from them. And we deliver all their household needs at their doorstep. If I talk about only those tier 2 cities, is only food spend is around $7 billion. And we are targeting initially a population of around 2 million, which equates to $480 million. Our business model is fairly simple, that people can come on our platform, choose the vendor and order it, and the rest is managed by us. So we have our own grocery store where we have kept around 2.5 K SKUs. And along with that, we have partner vendors who are paying us on certain percentages on the sales. There is no such app actually which are providing all the services what we are providing, and especially in these tier 2 cities. But however, I have just compared the closest partners, and from that we can see that we have a few categories where we can say that we have edge on over them. We launched in November 2020, and till date we have around 135,000 USD cumulative turnover, and we have fulfilled around 30,000 plus orders. We have 70 plus partner vendors, and we have our own physical grocery store with 2,500 SKUs. Team, myself already introduced, and this Amjad Hussain is our CTO with 15-year plus experience. Ali Asfand, he's having a marketing degree in digital marketing. We're asking around $1 million in Pak rupees, roughly 190 million for a 15% share. Right now, I mean, this is only for the expansion. If we continue operation only at the current city, we are expecting to be crossing break even by end of this year. But this expansion to other cities where we need this money to build the infrastructure for those cities. These are a few projections. I hope that people can see, but yeah, I mean, we are coming cash positive from the third year onwards. Thank you.
All right, so the next up is Apni Mandi, Muhammad Ali Akbar. He'll join us virtually. Oh, can we put up his slides? All right, Ali, you have, your time starts now. You have 4 minutes. 3, 2, 1, and your time starts now.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Ali Akbar. I'm the founder of Apni Mandi. So basically, what Apni Mandi is doing is that we are solving farm to fork supply chain problem. Normally, how do we get our fresh produce from the farms? The farmer harvests the fresh produce, then they give it to the middlemans, Vyaparis and Artis, and then all the way to the mandi, and then retailers and the cartmen, and then to us. So in all this process, first of all, we do not have any visualization or any transparency between the farmers and the customer. like what kind of irrigation process is he using or what kind of practices are they following. And in all this process, it takes about 2 to 5 days, which degrades the quality of the fresh produce. And that's why we have a 40% wastage due to the loading, offloading, and this prolonged period. And the farmers themselves, they receive their payments very late, almost always not on time, because of which they are always in cash trouble. What Apni Mandi is doing is that we categorize farms on the basis of agri practices that they follow. We have agri analysts in our team who categorize the farms, and then we procure directly from the farms, deliver it to our processing hub, where it's disinfected, packed, and then we deliver it to our customers. We do all of this within 10 to 12 hours after harvest. So this is the time between harvesting and customer reach is 10 to 12 hours. And how do we operate? Basically, our demand and forecast team normally gets the orders from the customers, and then we make a whole demand in our back office, which is then relayed to the logistical team. And then the items are procured from the farmers, delivered to our processing hub, and then our delivery team delivered to our B2B and B2C customers. And in this process, we do get a substandard low quality produce as well, which we deliver to the flea market. We have a B2B and B2C running platform, which we are operating. The key value proposition basically are that, first of all, we process and disinfect the fresh produce. If I give you an example of strawberry, it usually gets sprayed by pesticides for 5 to 6 times. And even if we wash it like 10 to 20 times, it's not going to get rid of that pesticide layer. We do disinfect the fresh produce before delivery, and we are getting very good response, B2C response specifically from disinfecting. And we separate the good and bad produce by categorizing the farms. And if I give you an example of Multan, our 60% of the fresh produce coming into the mandi is coming from close by farms, and they are using contaminated water. But obviously at the customer end, you do not have any way to figure out like what kind of fresh produce that you're eating is, because you do not know what kind of practices are being followed at the farms from which the fresh produce is coming. Next, we do apply tech and data for retailer retention and to streamline the supply chain. If I compare ourselves with the competitors, I have explained the way the mandi operates. Let's take an example of B2B supply chain startup that are already operating in this domain. They do procure grade A and grade B produce from the farms. They transfer it to their warehouse, then they transfer it to the retailers. So obviously they are doing sorting, they're giving doorstep deliveries and competitive price, but we have foreseen some issues like retailer retention. Currently, I think the major issue that's going to come is going to be retailer retention. Plus, they do not have any B2C channel, and they are not categorizing farms. So basically, the value addition has a major issue in all this process. So they're actually not solving the value addition problem. What Apni Mandi does is that because we have done market surveys previously, and we have seen the problems that the retailers are facing. So we are giving a POS and a smart storage device to the retailers for retailer retention as well. And as I explained previously, we do farm categorization, and we have a B2C channel as well. So if I compare ourselves with the prominent companies like GE and Taza, both of them, they're working in fresh produce supply chain domain, but this market is so huge and diverse that even if we have like 10 plus startups with the same scale, we're not gonna be able to capture even like 5% of the market. In terms of numbers, we started our trial sales in February, and we technically started this company with 75,000 rupees in our pockets. And alhamdulillah, in this period, we have risen the revenue to 2.3 million for our B2B. We have 20 plus B2B customers in Multan, and we have a 95% customer retention rate. And in our B2C sales, our revenue is 1.2 million rupees. So in terms of the journey, I'm from the agriculture family, and I have seen the problems that normally the farmer face at every year, and we didn't have money to plant more crops because our payments are always delayed. And obviously, if we invest a lot in the quality of the fresh produce, we still get the same price at the mandi. So there wasn't any value addition in terms of pricing for the farmers. So we took the initiative, and then we delivered our first delivery in February. And alhamdulillah, now we have a B2B and B2C platform, and our orders are increasing every day. And we have a 20 plus members initially.
Ali, you are short on time. You have just 10-15 seconds to wrap it up. Thank you. Have you muted?
sorry. So in terms of timeline, we plan to reach out to 6 major markets of Pakistan within a year. And for investment, we're looking to raise 60 million Pakistani rupees, that is about 300K USD. And that is majorly going to be invested in the logistical and infrastructure. And we aim to raise our revenue, our monthly revenue to 20 million Pakistani rupees by the end of the year. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ali. So next up, we have just last 3 pitches left. So I would request Sayyid Hussain Akbar from Okaka. He will also present via Zoom. Do we have his slides? Right. All right, Hussain, you have 3 minutes. 3, 2, 1, and your time starts now.
Hi, my name is Hasnain, and I'm the founder of Okaka. We are keeping the cities moving by digitizing the car spares and repair industry of Pakistan. Most, if not all of you, drive cars on a daily basis. If you add up routine maintenance, ad hoc repairs, car detailing and washing, car owners spend $300 to $500 per year on spares and services. Now, where is this money spent? About 80% of car owners take their vehicle to one of 500,000 roadside workshops and procure parts from small part retailers. Now, if you can afford to, you may take your car to a 3S workshop, but they are 5 times more expensive than the roadside alternative. Now, these informal retailers and workshops face a myriad of problems rooted in a lack of tech enablement. They have to wait for customers to walk in as they do not have the education or expertise to do business development. They do not have an ERP to manage clientele and workflows or assist in inventory management. And when a customer does walk in and requires a part that they do not have readily available, they have to travel to central markets to procure those parts. Okaka is an operating system which automates the operations of this informal system. Our tech stack consists of a B2B marketplace to buy and sell parts, an ERP to record transactions and manage workflow, and Okaka's B2C vertical assists all of our clientele in all of our customers into getting new clientele. Now, our team building this is a group of professionals experienced in building, launching, scaling, and running operations in some of the largest startups in Pakistan. We also have background in the automotive industry, which makes us the subject matter experts of this industry. We have seen considerable traction, almost 100% quarter-on-quarter growth, and we see a clear product market fit. Our PMF is also evident to several large corporations who are paying customers of Okaka. 7 months ago, we began working with SOSV's accelerator program and have spent $170,000 to reach an annualized run rate of $800,000 in 6 months. With positive contribution margins of 8% from day one, higher than the industry standard for marketplaces. There is a long way to go to capitalize the current target market of $6 billion of Pakistan alone before venturing into the available market of over $100 billion in Southeast Asia and the African region. We're looking to raise $1.5 million, and if you're interested in learning more and joining us on this journey, let's set up a time to talk. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hasnain. You've been spot on. So next up, we have last 2 startups left. Med exam expert, Sayyid Hassan Abbas. Can we please have a round of applause for him as well? Thank you. 3, 2, 1, and your time starts now.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Sayyid Hassan Abbas. I am founder and CEO of MedExam Expert. It's an edtech platform for medical education. Doctors have a very hectic routine. By the way, this is not the latest one. I've shared the latest one. It does not have that important information. Sure. I can just go through this one. So doctors have a very hectic routine, and exams are tough. There's no proper guidance and mentoring available. And after the pandemic, the surge of, you can say that medical school, being a medical graduate is increasing. However, school medical college capacity is very much limited. So the solution is interactive online learning. And another aspect is one-to-one mentoring, where the teachers, the medical doctors can be the teachers as well, and students can book the sessions with them as a marketplace. And the game changer idea is a hybrid medical colleges. So for the initial years, we will teach the students online through our medical education platform, and then we'll partner with the hospitals for their clinical needs, and then we will be starting awarding the degrees of the medical education. Because if you want to build a medical college, it requires a lot of investment, and in our case, we'll be using the existing resources to make it happen. And this is highly scalable because it can be replicated anywhere in the world. So this is our e-learning platform. We have been offering courses, question banks, and mock exams. This is an in-house platform we have made ourselves. It was founded in 2017, and so far we have generated the revenue of $2 million US, and our audience is global as well as in Pakistan. So as I told you, it is highly scalable. Online courses, question banks on all the categories for the doctors. One-to-one mentoring is a marketplace. Hybrid medical college concept, I already told you. And then we'll go to B2B as well. So we will be a talent provider to UK, NHS, to Australia. There's a huge demand of the medical professionals, but they're not getting ones. And they pay commissions on those talents. We have to incorporate AI into our LMS, and we will be selling our AI as a SaaS to different medical colleges globally. AI is just around the corner, so we are focused to create an AR-based medical education content, and we'll be providing a complete solution with the gear and the AR content to the medical colleges globally. So this is overall market size for B2C. We have 5 million plus users globally. 2.4 million medical graduates as of now studying in the world. 400,000 in the Pakistan, 600,000 in India, 300K in globally. Overall, after graduation, they have to go through some certain exams. There's a B2B market, overall hospitals worldwide, where we can place our talents, and medical schools worldwide are 3,000 plus. So we are expecting, if we initiate all of our plans, so this can be our first year revenue, $835 million US, and this is based on all the market research, accurate numbers. I will have a discussion with the investors later on this. These are the target revenues for B2B model, $106 million. So our competitors, they are not covering everything. I just have a comparison here. So that's it. This pitch deck is a little bit old one, so I have added many details, but those are missing. I'm myself a telecom engineer, and I have a background of 12 years. I was working in Cisco, Saudi Arabia for the last 8 years. I came to Pakistan a year back, and now I'm just focusing on this one. Thank you so much.
Hello. Thank you very much. So the last startup for the day, we have Breatheio, Mohammed Bilal, and Mubin. You can take that mic. Here's the mic. I think that those who are online can't hear you, so we have to use it. And also, इस पे pictures अच्छी आती हैं.
Yeah, hello. Okay.
3, 2, 1, and your time starts now.
Switcher. Hello, my name is Mohammed Bilal. I'm the founder and CEO of Breatheio. I'm 35 years old. I need more time to experience life. The average lifespan of a human is around 72 years, according to WHO. Imagine if you were to buy life, how much money would you give to live 200 years? A decade back from now, in the 90s, we used to drink water from the tap. Today, we cannot, it's too contaminated. And I can say very fairly, a decade moving forward, air would not be breathable enough. So moving forward, what is the solution? It's air purification. We are sitting on an industry that's going to become a $25 billion industry by 2030. And why air purification? 90% of the world population is living under air quality conditions which do not meet the guidelines of WHO, which results in 8 million deaths every year. 8 million deaths. The solution? To produce air purification technology that is affordable and scalable. How do we do that? I give you Breatheio, one of the world's smartest air purifier that is utilizing the power of artificial intelligence, machine learning to reduce, control, and forecast air pollution. Our business model as a technology manufacturer is to create distributors and retailers. We can also license our technology. Think of us as Intel Inside. OEM manufacturers can utilize our technology and our logo is going to be right next to it. Our current milestone, as of now, we have a provisional patent. We have an assembly line setup of producing 2,000 air purifiers every month, and we are ready to scale up. And in the next 6 years, we want to target 1 million devices sold. And when I talk about 1 million devices, we have a revenue coming into the company of $100 million in accordance to how we saturate the profit and the margins. Our ask is $1 million. Our utilization of the funds is, as you can see on the screen, majority of them is for the procurement, a little bit of fund for the R&D. A company with R&D budget, any company with no R&D budget is not going to survive. So we need more products as well. This is my team. I'm Mohammed Bilal, founder, CEO of Breatheio. Mubin Abid, Chief Strategy Officer, co-founder. Madam Sana Numan, Director of Operations, and we've got Rizwan Bajwa as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And it connects just like Alexa connects to the internet, and you have a mobile app available on Play Store and Android right now, and on a web dashboard as well. So there you can control an automated methodology or a manual methodology. You can take control of the device, and it's an air quality monitor. It tells you about your environment as well. So it's going to gather data and tell you the anomalies that it detects, what environment I brought in, and in how much time I'm going to fix this environment. Gigi? No, it's for inside. Portability का aspect इसमें batteries के through आ सकता है. For instance, car air purifiers. अब जब हम room की बात करते हैं, on a room an average CO2 levels इस वक्त जो conditions बाहर की चल रही हैं. For instance, गर्मी बाहर है, अंदर हम AC क्यों on करते हैं? So it remains cool. So inside air is very much polluted. And for that to clean that up, we need these devices. Okay, modern generation. Gigi?
Hello.
Gigi.
I think we can have more discussion on the cup of tea with
Gigi,
your fellows. And thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. So before we head for the refreshments, so may I please request every angel investor that is sitting in the room, if we can have a quick 1-minute pitch from you as well. Your introduction. What do you do, and which organization or platform do you, represent? Anyone who wants to go first? We have heard a lot of pitches from the startups. It's time for the angels. Want to go first, sir? Please.
Hi, hello. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Sikandar Khan. I'm CEO and general partner of 22 Ventures. It's an angel investor syndicate based out of Islamabad, but we have collaborations with the companies in Silicon Valley, Bangladesh, and now collaborating with companies in Middle East also. It's always good to come here. I've been here a couple of times. The good thing I have noticed about this place is that the quality of startup pitches and the quality of founders is constantly improving, which is contributing to the overall ecosystem. And for that, I want to thank Pravez Saab and Zuhair Khalid Saab, because I think it's a great opportunity to meet all of you. And I'm looking forward to investing in e-commerce, and a few other companies. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. So any e-commerce startups? You know whom to meet. Who wants to go next? Sir, like.
Hi everyone. So we are from Octec Private Limited, established in 2019, and basically we started as an organization that provides a software solution services to the companies. So right now we are stepping into the angel investor world, and I'm here to explore and see what the new generation have to offer, and let's see how we can help them to grow and how we can collaborate. So yeah.
Thank you very much. I think it's about time for you to team up with the Team Up Angels. Who wants to go next? वो मुझे इशारा कर रहा है कि मैं आपको कहूँ. Shaya. Sorry, Shaya.
Hello, assalamualaikum everyone. I am Yusra Solangi. I'm from Zain Capital. It's a venture capital fund, and we're focused on Pakistani e-commerce startups and also startups from the tech industry. So again, I think NIC always provides with like a great platform for these startups to come up and share their pitches. And again, as Mr. said, that the quality has been constantly improving. So it's great to see now startups thrive. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah. And some of the angel investors who have joined us virtually, if you can please unmute yourself and introduce yourself. Friends from Samayaka, Plug and Play, anyone else who... You can unmute yourself and please introduce yourself. Thank you.
I representing Sarmayakar here. Sarmayakar is a venture capital fund. We generally invest
Salman from Plug and Play. Can you please introduce?
No, Samayakar is doing it, but we can't hear it.
Hello.
Mustafa from Plug and Play Ventures. Can you please unmute yourself?
Hello?
Here. Yes, we can hear you.
Amazing. Sorry, so would you like me to give you an introduction of Plug and Play?
Absolutely, yeah. Yourself and the Plug and Play as well.
Oh, okay, yeah, no. So Plug and Play is best known for being a venture capital company and a corporate innovation platform. We currently run the largest corporate innovation platform in the world, where we have a large variety of customers in a variety of different verticals. We're operating mostly in the B2B side for services and software. And yeah, we're connected all over the world. We have 40 offices. We have 40 offices in 40 different countries, and we make about 260 investments per year. We are very much focused on early stage, and we're active, and I'm calling in from Abu Dhabi. So no, it's a pleasure to be here with all of you.
Thank you so much, Mustafa, for introducing both yourself and Plug and Play.
Daud.
So we have Daud Bilal with us. If you can please introduce yourself. Daud Bilal, can you please unmute yourself? Okay. We also have somebody representing Sarmayakar Ventures.
Hi, sorry we weren't audible before. I hope we're audible now. Are we audible now?
Yes. Yes.
So we're essentially Sarmayakar. We invest in startups, generally in their early stages as well. Happy to be here and learning about, it was great to learn about a lot of these startups. It's a very exciting opportunity to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I think, yeah, that's it. But before we move on, I'll just make one short announcement. So I believe the venture capitalists and the angel investors who have joined us online, you would have received a link from us. This is for booking any office hours in the interest of startups that you have. But also like people who are here and they have any particular interest in the startups who have pitched here tonight. So we will email you the form and then you can book the office hours. So yeah, if there is any help needed from the team apart from this, you can please reach out to me or Farhosh or anyone else on the team. Please feel free to do that. Now we have some refreshment ready for you. Please join us and we hope that we can start some conversations there as well.